Hey everybody, it's Elizabeth and Joanne with World Cup of Joe, Awaken Your Soul. We're super excited to bring you this video today during our Christmas in July sale. Before we start our video, let me quickly tell you we are offering 30% off all of our Twin Flame programs and products as well as coaching sessions. So if there's something you've been eyeing for a while, now's your chance to get it. So without further ado, let's go into our video topic. Joanne, why don't you start us off?
So we wanted to share, we've been having amazing shifts from our clients and calls. Like when I mean amazing, it's like back-to-back magnetizations of twin flames in this journey. They've been in this journey for a long time, right? Like so much that they're tired of explaining the journey. But a little bit of time working with us, and now talking to them and hearing the union of soul, the reunion of soul, it's like we had to record this video to help you understand the 3 fastest ways to get into union. And we're going to break it down one by one. And if you need to listen to this video again, you need to take some notes, feel free to do so, but we're going to go pretty fast, my loves, because these are truths in the magnetization we're finding from our divine feminine awakened twin flames that are harnessing their energy and, again, have been in this journey for a while and have not seen results. And a little bit of time working with us, this is what they were able to uncover. It's like clockwork, so that's why we're sharing them. So the first one, fastest way to shift into union, is finding ways to get deeper into your alignment with soul. And what I mean by that is having a routine in place for soul. And this is really making sure that you have a good meditative practice in place when you're going to sleep and when you're awakened in your conscious hours. The reason being is as soon as you go to sleep and as soon as you wake up, the first thing that happens is mind activates and starts focusing on your twin flame. And if you entertain those energies and don't realize you're not the mind and your soul, you can push. And you can live like that and loop like that literally for the rest of your life, because it's very addicting to let mind ruminate about past and future. So have a good meditative, practice. And what some of our clients have been saying was, it's pretty cool. They've been looping our subliminals for nighttime meditations. And then when they are having some lull time in the day, they listen to subliminal meditations as well. We have subliminal meditations that are collective in our members only. So if you are interested, experience them for yourself. There's been huge shifts happening with clients that are listening to them, but it doesn't have to be any of our meditations, whether you're listening to our subliminal, whether you're listening to just the water of a fountain, you're listening to the wind, you're listening to silence. Find ways to have a good meditative practice, morning and night, first thing in the morning, last thing at night. And when you do this, it puts you in this state of soul where you can reach unity consciousness when the mind is bringing up separation consciousness. So now, the second thing you could do to shift quicker into union, what is that second one, love?
Just like you need to have a routine in place for meditating that works for you, you also need to know how to work with your energy and how to either pull it in when you need to pull it in or how to release it. So what does this mean? So one of the key things with balancing the energy is learning how to work with your energy. So some people will just pull in all the energy when they feel it. So before you were awakened, when you started feeling all of these heavy energies come up, most people like to go and have a friend, a family member to sort of talk to and vent. That's the energy that pushes. So when you have stuff that comes up about your connection, instead of going and talking it over with like a friend who is asleep, and if you're going to learn how to work internally instead of pushing the energy externally, you're going to work on how to work with it internally. So that might look like grounding your energy out. It might look like journaling. It might look like pulling it in through a meditative practice, just like by sitting with it and feeling the energy come back into you. Or it might be through crying, whatever works for you. But this is something that's going to be a practice that's going to need to be established, because when you are at that point where you're bringing your person back in, or you're in a more permanent relating experience with them, the energies are going to still come up. So this is your chance now to learn how to work with the energies so that you can get to the place where you don't have to be run by the energy. Instead, you know how to shift it into a place that's balanced. So for me, for example, I've said this before, I will always go, usually when the energy spikes, I go into a room by myself, whether it's like the bathroom or the closet, wherever, just sort of a confined space where I can focus on bringing myself back to neutrality, back to presence, and I pull that energy in. So if something really comes up for me, whereas before I would have wanted to sort of expel it out by venting, I now bring it back in and I focus on becoming present and balancing it and sort of feeling it release through me. And that's how I raise my vibration back up, and that's how I get back aligned with soul. So now, Joanne, what's the third practice someone can do to shift to union?
So the third one has a lot to do with that first and second one, right? You're aligning with soul. You have a good, consistent place where you're not leaking. You're able to balance the energy in so that you can bring your twin flame in. Well, now your twin flame will find a way to get to you. Whether you're seeing your twin flame in a text message, whether you're seeing your twin flame manifested through a third party, whether you're seeing your twin flame in a dream, these are all ways that your twin flame is coming to you. And the third way to shift into union is being able to level up in each of these magnetizations. They're not a place to leak. They're not a place to push. They're not a place to figure out how you can do, but really be with it, each of the magnetization. And let me give you an example. We have several, because this is just what we help beautiful souls do, is shift into union with their twin flames, right? They shift into this inner union, and in the external, their twin flame comes. But here's the thing. They have to be able to not only get to this meditative place all day, every day, or internally get to this meditative space, be able to balance the energy, and now be able to maintain their twin flame. Being able to maintain their twin flame where they don't push, where they are able to keep them in their space. An example I have is one of our beautiful souls. They've been in this journey for a while and was ready to shift. And they shifted so deeply, they ran into their person. And they did so well balancing their energy within themselves, even though they got to see their twin flame. We know it's hard, my love. Seeing your twin flame is like seeing God. It's cray-cray. So a lot of things come up for you. But if you can balance through that, you're going to keep getting more. I'm not even kidding you. The same beautiful soul ran into their person, brought it back in, was able to not leak, was not push, hone that energy back in, was able to say bye, no romantic energy, bringing it in and watching themselves through the energy of soul, allowing soul to be between these two bodies and mind. And guess what? They ran into their person again the same day. Not even freaking kidding you. Because they were able to balance that energy in the first interaction. Oh, and I didn't even mention, before they ran into their person, they've also been able to manifest multiple texts from their person, which they balanced then too. So here's my example. You run into your person, you magnetize your person, you get a text from your person, you hone it in, and you balance and maintain that energy of soul. And keep yourself in this oneness. Keep yourself in this unity consciousness where you and your twin flame can be together in the physical. Because you've practiced it on your own. You've maintained it without pushing. And now you can handle it together. This is the fastest way that you can allow your soul to maintain, balance, and sustain this soul energy between the two bodies and mind. What you are all doing is you're alchemizing all of the fear, all of the mind energy between your soul's shared space. This is a beautiful inner work. This is your awakening. And this is the journey. The journey is getting deeper into your soul. And as you get deeper into your soul, you're no longer pushing and you're no longer allowing anything to come between you and your soul. And when that comes into play, whether your soul is in front of you or not, you're sustaining yourself into this oneness of soul as your twin flame. And as a byproduct, they will pop up, they will show up, and they will keep on coming, my love, because they are you. And when you can become your twin flame cannot be away from you. They crave you and are literally finding their way back to you as often as they can. The more and more you can balance and maintain and sustain your energy. We love you guys so much. Take advantage of our sale. This stuff is real, love. If you have met your twin flame and you're going through the grind of this journey, we know what you're going through. We've been there. We can feel you, and we know you can feel this too. You are able to do this. It doesn't matter if you met them yesterday or if it's been years from now. The energy is not biased. The energy doesn't care. It's simply based on energy. We love you guys so much. Catch our sale and know that you've got this. Bye, love.
Bye, love.